Alex Murdaugh's dramatic fall from grace and legal dynasty that lasted for a century in South Carolina. So how did things go so wrong? Many point to Paul Murdaugh's drunken boat crash that left a teenage girl dead as the beginning of the end.
I sentence you to prison for the rest of your natural life.
It's the fall of the House of Murdaugh. The five-generation dynasty ended today in a courtroom where the Murdaughs once reigned supreme. 48 Hours national correspondent Nikki Batiste.
Well, I'd say this has been the epic fall from grace. Alex Murdaugh and his family really ran this community for a long, long time. And seeing him in this courtroom in a jail jumpsuit this morning, being sentenced to life in prison for murdering his wife and son, this will change this community and the reputation of this family forever.
And this tragedy may have been the start of their fall. In 2019, Alex's drunken son, Paul, crashed a boat carrying 5 of his friends into a bridge.
There's 6 of us and 1 is missing.
19-year-old Mallory Beach was killed. Paul was caught on security camera in a convenience store buying $50 worth of alcohol that night. He used his brother Buster's driver's license because he was underage. Surveillance video also shows Paul and his friends on a dock. He's unsteady on his feet. There's Mallory with her boyfriend, the last image of her alive. At the boat crash scene, police treat Paul Murdaugh with kid gloves, a sign of the clout the Murdaugh name carried in South Carolina's Low Country.
Listen, I told you you're not in trouble. I ain't want to call that. I need to call her.
But Mallory's boyfriend vents his fury at Paul.
Are you smiling like this? My girlfriend goes.
In the hospital after the crash, Paul showed no remorse, even reportedly flirting with the nurses. He had still not faced justice 2 years later when he was murdered by his father. In his testimony, Alex Murdaugh tried to shift blame for the murders onto people angry at Paul over the crash.
They hated Paul Murdaugh, and they had anger in their heart.
Bill Nettles is the former U.S. attorney in South Carolina.
That is a courthouse where his granddad and his dad, and he had spoken to juries before as prosecutors. He probably had to believe that these are my people. And if I just go up there and look them in the eye and tell them I didn't do it, they will believe me.
Mallory's parents were in court today to see Alex Murdaugh sentenced.
It's an outcome that we were hoping for.
The boat crash resulted in civil lawsuits that exposed Alex Murdaugh's financial crimes. Nikki Batiste, who reports on the Murdaugh case in a special 48 Hours Saturday, says without the boating accident, none of this might have happened.
There was a hearing scheduled on June 10th, 3 days after Maggie and Paul Murdaugh were killed, where a lot of Alex Murdaugh's financial records, his alleged financial crimes, would have come to light. His whole world was about to crumble.
Murdaugh's lawyers say they plan to appeal the verdict.